All right, let's talk fantasy football, all right? Everybody's talking fantasy football. My two boys, age 10,
they play
are
already?
in two fantasy leagues, one with their little football team, one with the family, and they're checking their phones. They had their phones on all day yesterday, checking out the scores, and they're playing against each other, so fantasy is huge. And Matthew Benn is our resident fantasy football expert.
Welcome in, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Man, how are you? Come on in, man.
Good.
Hey, come in here.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be
Squeeze
afraid.
on in. Go
I
ahead.
know Aaron's
What do you got?
extremely scary and intimidating, but
It's this jacket.
So
It's loud.
what do we got? I mean, if
Yesterday-
you had Peyton Manning as your quarterback yesterday, you're
Peyton
in
Manning
trouble.
owners are not happy with yesterday's performance, but the Bronco fans can be happy that we have the #1 kicker in the league,
Right.
and we've got
McManus.
the #2 defense. And obviously that showed yesterday with the way that everyone played.
Yeah,
but-
one of my kids has the Broncos defense and was very happy picking.
Winning.
Yeah, exactly. So our definitely defense kickers were the keys to the game. Our receivers did all right, but nothing too major across the Broncos. Obviously, we've got to fix our offense going into Kansas City on Thursday night.
Yeah. Right.
But based on what happened this whole weekend, I mean, Alex Smith out of nowhere was one
man.
of the top 5 quarterbacks.
Right, he had a great
and
game.
Same with the tight end. So I think it's
Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey.
I love that celebration. Did you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
They'll
punch
wind
of
it
the
up
ball.
and punch
Wind
it.
up, and then he punched the ball into the end zone. So we're going to see Alex
those
Smith,
guys.
who threw 3 touchdown passes, none to receivers, of
Yeah,
course,
he's
again.
still, I think, December of 2013, he has not
That's
thrown a
unbelievable.
touchdown to a receiver. So
2 to
shut
Kelsey,
down
1 to
the
Charles.
tight end, and we'll knock off their fantasy points.
Right. Well, what do you think about taking or playing Peyton this Thursday night?
I'm a little worrisome about that. This might be one of those ones where, I don't know, the diehard Broncos fan's going to hate me for saying that, but, I might want to try playing my flex QB that I picked up as well.
Can you
think how
imagine
far-
sitting Peyton Manning in fantasy football?
Especially 2 years ago. 55 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
He may not, from what we saw yesterday. Can he get 30?
I think, it's a new offense. Things need to get going, obviously, on the offensive side. Hopefully, he can get those things fixed before Thursday night.
Yeah.
All right, so top receivers. Would you even, Demarius might have a hand injury. Obviously, he's a fantasy favorite, but going into Kansas City Thursday, you may want to sit him too, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Peyton's the quarterback, you gotta
Right.
you gotta deal
They're
with
kinda
that.
tied
so-
together, right?
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, I might be a little worrisome about playing different receivers and things like that as well.
Well, Emmanuel Sanders certainly was targeted.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the mix.
Yeah, Demarius and Emmanuel both came off with 6 points, so they both did a decent job. But you're
All right.
looking for that top guy.
Right. Well, looking ahead to the next weekend, who are some of the top guys you are looking for to have good
If
games?
you've got Gronkowski and Tom Brady, keep riding them because one of those guys put together more points than the Broncos offense
gosh,
minus
no
the
kidding.
kicker. So
Gronk
it's
and
just
Brady.
nuts.
Wow.
It's
And,
crazy.
The name that stands out to me is Mariota.
Yeah, rookie.
What a debut he had yesterday.
Yeah, and I think it was, 3 or 4 touchdowns in the first half? It's unheard of.
And
But who
John
in the
Elway's
world picked Marcus Mariota on your fantasy football team?
Yeah.
Did anybody?
I don't
mean,
think a lot of
seriously.
people did. No,
And
so
can he
if
continue it? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
If you need somebody, maybe you have Peyton Manning. You didn't pick up a second quarterback. You can probably find Marcus Mariota on your waiver wire.
But the Broncos defense, I think you should, if you can pick him up or you
Absolutely.
have him, that's a great.
There's guaranteed someone's got him in your league, so hopefully it's you.
But offense is a crapshoot. I can't play any Broncos at
Back
all
off.
until you see what happens 2 or 3 games down the line,
So we
right?
see some life out of them for
Yeah.
sure. McManus is the one guy, if you don't have him.
Yeah.
We're going to see a 70-yarder this
Chargers come
Yeah.
back. I mean, Phillip Rivers, 404 yards. It looked 21-3 down early, and he comes back too. So
Yeah.
other AFC West quarterbacks,
Well, I mean, yeah.
but not Peyton.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe things will turn around here
All right.
in a week or so.
All right, Matt.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, dude.
Good to see you,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Nice work.
You're our fantasy guy.